2000, we bought an abandoned 100-acre farm in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. We spent years cleaning it up, built a new house, and now are trying to make it a functional homestead farm. Welcome to Red Toolhouse.
I'm in love and I don't care who knows about it. Woohoo!
Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to Red Toolhouse. We are excited for two reasons. Troy's a little more excited than I am, but we've had 2 days this weekend with no rain. It's quite a difference. And the second reason we're excited is we've hit over 500,000 views on our YouTube channel.
Exactly, and we are really excited. That means a lot to us. You know, 500,000 views is not really any major benchmark that anybody tracks, but to us it means a lot.
Yes.
So we're just humbled that people take the time to sit down and watch us do stupid stuff here, and we really appreciate you all viewing and pray that you continue to do so. All right, I had to put my hat on so unruly mess doesn't get in everybody's face here, but I didn't realize we were supposed to dress up for this event. Was this a formal video we were shooting?
That's okay. I think everybody's used to that.
One of us looks like a hobo, the other looks like a fine, outstanding citizen.
Not really.
I guess you're the hobo. Okay. Well, the point we really wanted to make in this video is a continuation of our discussion of things to consider before you homestead. And we've done a large list of those. We'll list a link to a playlist up here where you can check some of those out. But one thing that we've learned a lot from and still learn a lot from is visiting other homesteads, other farms, other setups. So I don't think you can go wrong by checking out other places. Definitely.
We can see how things are in operation on other farms and just see, oh, I really like that. I want to try that. So
yeah. So some examples we have. Well, you have some family down in North Carolina, down in the
Raleigh area.
Yeah, the Tech Triangle there. And so, of course, their topography is much flatter than ours. They wouldn't say they wouldn't say their land's flat. We would say, well, it's flat as a pancake. But it's got a nice roll to it, and they've got several hundred acres down there. So we took the time, we were down there to just walk around and just see how they have stuff going on there. Kenny, her uncle, has some cattle, so he's got some Angus that he grazes there, and he's doing rotational grazing with them. He's actually letting them graze in their blueberry patch right now, because their blueberries, of course, are dormant this time of year. And it's doing a great job of grazing, eating down around the blueberry patches, the actual blueberry bushes themselves. And of course, they're adding nitrogen, they're adding fertilizer back to the ground around there as they poop it all up and stuff. So he moves them around to keep from getting too much grazing pressure on that ground. And then you're just getting the benefits there. Really cool. So what was the thing that stuck out to you the most down there that you like, Kel?
Well, there's a couple things, but I really like the cattle that he was raising, but they have a very nice pond. Yeah,
it's nice. Yeah, up here in West Virginia, we'd actually call that a lake. That's too big to be a pond. But yeah, a really nice impoundment that obviously has tons and tons of water in it. But you can see there was some ducks. They got some geese. I think they've stocked that pond. So there's all kinds of good stuff going on there. And Kenny basically has an unlimited water supply there to draw water out if he needs to water his animals and those type of things. But the place is just convenient to have all that ground laid out, and you can see when you have flat ground like that how you can actually take your pastures and bust them up into squares or rectangles and have a logical flow there. So that's what I take from there. I'm like, okay, how do I do that here with all of our uneven topography? I may not be able to have perfect rectangles, but at least I can still mimic that in trying to bust up and move things in a logical pattern. Well, as many of you know as well, another homestead or farm that we checked out, of course, was Polyface Farm. We've been there twice this last year in 2017. And of course, that's kind of like the mothership calling you home. That's that's like the pilgrimage.
Very inspiring.
yeah. So yeah, just go in there and check it out. And again, not everybody can be a Polyface Farm. In fact, there's a lot of people that can't be Polyface Farm simply because there's something so unique about the Shenandoah Valley. You have the topography changes like we have here, but they also still have a lot of open valley there, a lot of nice big pasture grazing areas. So they get the best of both worlds. They can use gravity to their advantage to gravity feed their water systems, but then also have these really nice big pastures. But again, the thing you see is I like the thing that really intrigues me about Polyface Farm is just it's a look of what could be. When we look at what we're trying to do with our grazing practices here, we're trying to clear land, we're trying to get to where we can bring in some cattle and some other ruminants. Then we see, wow, man, this is what we could have if we follow these processes. Maintain our soil, build up soil, all those type of things. Some really neat benefits there. But I think other things, as you go around to other homesteads, and again, look at all these varieties of things. I look at urban homesteads, people that are just on a small postage stamp lot or small acreage, and they're utilizing that land to their potential, their fullest potential. I think you can learn a whole lot from that. We're kind of spoiled in the sense, well, we've got 100 acres. I can go over here and do this and go over there and do that, and not necessarily have to worry about the efficiencies of it. But when you see people in these smaller tracts that are really doing things really neat, producing a lot of food, producing a lot of sustainable elements for themselves, they're doing it in a much more efficient way. So it's really cool. I think of like Harold Thornborough. If some of you have seen any of his stuff, he's got I'll provide links to his stuff here, but he's got a small urban homestead there that he produces tons of food in his backyard, and it's fantastic to see what Harold's got going on there.
And I think when you see it at another farm, it just makes, I think we tend to overthink things, and so it's paralysis by analysis type of thing. So when you see it in action on somebody else's farm, it's really inspiring, and you think, okay, we can do this.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a good point, because there's things where I think, oh, man, I've got to figure out a way to engineer all of this. This has got to be really intricate. I'm going to have to figure out how to way to do this. And I go somewhere else, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, that was super simple. I didn't even think about going at it from this angle. That changes the whole outlook on stuff. So if you're going to want to visit homesteads, what do? Do you just get in a car and you drive and just show up on different homesteads where you find where they live? No, that's not a good idea. I wouldn't recommend that. A lot of homesteaders are armed and they shoot. No, if you have the opportunity, of course, look around and see. Some people have open houses, or they have open farm days, or they do tours, those type of things. Obviously, line up with that. Polyface Farm has tour opportunities there. Polyface Farm has an open door policy 6 days out of the week. But if you can't travel there, then just look and see. A lot of these homesteaders, a lot of these small farms have websites, they have YouTube channels, they have blogs, they have all kinds of things that they're doing to document this stuff. And if you can't necessarily see it in person, maybe you can see it through their media sources, but then also just reach out to them. Say, hey, I happen to notice in your blog you had a picture of this. Well, this is in the background. Would you care to share that information with me, how you did that or how you built that? And normally we see that most homesteaders in this community are extremely open to sharing their information and sharing their knowledge. That's what I really love about this whole community concept is we don't claim to be experts at anything. And the stuff that we do, people say, hey, I'd try this, do it a little differently. We've learned from that, and vice versa. People call us and say, hey, how do you do that? Well, this has been our experience. This is how it's worked out for us. So if you can go visit them, go check them out. If you can't, then cyberstalk them.
Yes, definitely.
Check them out online.
Save yourself a lot of grief by learning through the mistakes they've made.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I hope this information is useful. You want to take us home?
So subscribe to our channel if you've not already done that, so others can find us. Give us a thumbs up. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Red Tool House Farm, and sign up for our newsletter on our website at redtoolhouse.com.
All right, that's it. Take care, everybody.